Pooper Strike Back.
Yes.
And then we got Long Arm McGinney.
Oh, you're reading our names.
Yeah, I'm reading the names. Peaches, you must have logged in before you joined the chat then.
Yeah, I was logged in already.
Okay.
Does my audio sound okay?
Yeah, you sound just fine. Sorry.
Mic check. Oh, please tell me you were recording that.
Oh, it's recording.
He wasn't recording the Gaston stuff.
I know.
I'm
It's such
so
a bummer.
disappointed at that. My pitch was perfect, guys. How could you do this to me?
I don't know, but the suicide of Rachel Foster's going to become the suicide of this fucking channel since she didn't record it fucking...
Who's that?
It's a game.
It's like 13 Reasons Why.
13 Reasons Why was just a joke.
It was
It,
terrible.
it romanticized fucking suicide.
It really did.
Like, I walked in on my ex watching it, and it was like the end of the second season, and like I think it was when we started playing together, Peaches. Like, I walked into my living room, and like all I seen was like this kid getting a mop shoved up his ass.
Nice. Hold on. Let me see.
Hold on, let me look that up.
Yeah. For research.
Yeah.
Hey, yes,
Yeah,
for
that's
research.
Oh, Resident Evil 6 is on sale on Steam. Do you guys
Yes,
ever look
the
you ever-
giraffe getting a blowjob.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say you guys have looked at that. Right when that game first came out, my friend was playing it, and I looked at that, and I was like, "Why does the logo look like that?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I explained it to him, and he's like, "You fucking ruined me."
The 2-minute scene in 13 Reasons Why Season 2 that should never have aired.
The whole thing shouldn't have fucking aired.
Oh, is somebody getting a mop shoved up his ass?
That's what Logan said.
I didn't believe it.
I gotta see this for myself.
It is. I type in mop and ass, and that's all I get. Oh, hold on, guys. Safe search filtering is on. Hold on, let me turn that off real quick.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just a girl using a mop in the wrong way. I guess the right way, depending on your opinion on that. But
I'm just concerned about splinters.
that it was like one of those plastic mops. So
That's even worse. Is it one of those plastic mops that have the hole on top so you can hang it up? Because that could be not pleasant.
Who hangs up a fucking mop?
well, I used to.
You just reach over and take it off of a hook and set it down in the corner.
No, I know exactly. I just take it where I placed it last. Just
It's just like that scene from Thor: The Dark World, but instead it's just a janitor hanging up his mop.
Hold on, let me clean this floor. You just start twerking.
there was a double dildo scene in Thor: The Dark World where he used a mop and a broom.
Yes, the iconic scene.
I was waiting till he got a drink there, just so I could do that.
There's so much ass play in the Thor movies.
Oh, dude, so much fucking ass
Like
play.
when he shoves the handle of Mjolnir up his ass and he's like, "My people need me," and he
It's not
blasts off.
Mjolnir, it's Mjolnir.
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 It's Mjolnir.
It's not Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Guys, if I buy us all a horror game, would you play it?
No.
Depends on what it is.
It's called Lunch Lady.
Yep.
Oh,
I think it's just Hello Neighbor, but with a lunch lady in school.
lunch
God, she
lady.
looks terrifying though.
Yeah, she does. Jesus criminy.
Damn, my panties just got wet as fuck.
I know that burp really did it for you, did it?
This is
the lunch
this is the
lady.
most confusing boner I've ever had in my life.
Look at them legs.
So, shall we all buy Lunch Lady? Because she kind of looks like the Blob from X-Men.
Oh Jesus.
Did someone have an idea there?
I'm so sorry. I thought I had that on vibrate.
Yeah, your damn phone. Every time.
I've been good about it lately.
I've been a good boy.
I've been a good boy.
I've been a naughty boy.
I've been a naughty boy. I go to my neighbor's house as a fire ghost. So yeah, I have bought and installed Lunch Lady. So all of you go do it.
I typed in cat hat thinking that I would find like beanies with cat ears, and it's all about hats for actual cats. They have bananas, they have little frog hats, little cowboy hats. They have a tinfoil hat for a cat.
Oh my god! This tinfoil hat for the cat. That's amazing.
I know.
Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, my cat would be so upset by this.
Hold on. Did you see the frequently bought together on the tinfoil hat?
And no.
No, it didn't.
It has the cat tinfoil hat, then it has a tinfoil hat for a guy, and then there's a book called How to Talk to Your Cat About Gun Safety. Frequently bought together.
God truly has abandoned us.
Hold on. How to Talk to Your Cat About Gun Safety and Abstinence, Drugs, Satanism, and Other Dangers.
How to talk to your cat about safe sex.
I want this book.
Does anybody have anything interesting at all to talk about?
Would you rather have a grapefruit-sized head or a head the size of a watermelon?
Is it detachable?
Detachable. Finally, I can suck my own dick.
With my watermelon-sized head.
I was thinking cut my own hair, but yeah, okay. I could do a lot of other things with that. Would you rather lick a toilet seat or a garbage can?
Well, there's a fetish for both.
Can I wipe the toilet seat off and like scrub it clean and everything first?
I don't see why not.
Okay, then I'll do that.
But it also doesn't specify if the garbage can is brand new or not.
Well, maybe the toilet could be brand new too. You don't know. Nobody's used it yet.
Right.
All you're doing
That
is
is
licking
true.
porcelain, which sounds really bad, but that sounds like a euphemism nobody's come up with yet. What are you doing tonight, bro? Oh, dude, I'm just gonna lick some sick porcelain, man.
Okay. So we were playing a game. What was it? I played a board game. I can't remember exactly what it was. But in there was a challenge on there, like who could lick the grossest thing. And
Did you like your wife?
no, it was between two other people that were doing it, and they're running around my house trying to find something that is worse than the other person to lick. And somebody licked like the doorknob, and then somebody licked the bottom of their shoe, but then somebody licked the bottom of my son's shoe. And I then explained to them that we went to a farm petting zoo, and he was walking around in a pen with all the animals, and he had recently stepped in animal poop, and they immediately ran to the bathroom and threw up.
Get it?
Okay, so everything poops, and poop is everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't lick the bottom of a shoe.
Don't lick the bottom of a shoe. I'm saying I would much rather lick a toilet seat or a trash can than the bottom of a shoe.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say everyone poops and everything poops, so just get over it.
So just get over it and lick
poop is
everybody's
everywhere.
shoe.
You suck in a liter of farts every day.
No, poop is everywhere. You should always assume the bottom of your shoe has poop on it.
You should
Do that.
always
Assume there's fecal matter all over the place.
What's the longest you've gone without showering?
It was when I was a teenager, I think. And I didn't shower for a month in like summer.
You manky fuck.
No, hey, I'm right about you. It was about like it was about a month or so. My parents would always like try to force me to take a shower. So I would go into the bedroom or in the bathroom, I'd turn the shower on, and then I would just sit on the toilet and play my Game Boy because I didn't want to get in the shower. And I did that for like a month until they caught on and realized I wasn't taking a shower. So then
Why? Because you smell?
Oh, because that was awful.
See, I did that too. I was just playing with a different kind of joystick.
Yeah. It got to the point where, like, because I didn't want to stop playing my Game Boy, so I would just put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I would hop in the shower and just play my Game Boy through the Ziploc bag.
Oh,
no. Man. Yeah, I smelled horrible. I did nothing but play like computer games all summer long, and I didn't fucking shower, and like nobody was telling me to do nothing, so I just got up, played RuneScape till the sun went down, went to bed.
I have I did the same thing but for Halo, cuz I worked at like a cell phone store, and I got a free hotspot that allowed me internet cuz my parents thought internet was like the devil. So they never had it. So I had a little hotspot that I connected up to my Xbox, and I would get so involved in Halo that my bedroom was right next to the bathroom. But I would opt into peeing in a Gatorade bottle while I was playing Halo because I didn't want to take time away from matchmaking to actually use the bathroom.
You Americans are disgusting.
Oh, dude. It was so bad.
Okay, we better move on before Logan leaves for real.
Yeah, because I can't fucking walk properly.
Well, when I mean leave, I meant virtually.
Speaking of leaving, now would be the perfect time to, because welcome to the Joysticks and Lunatics podcast.
Okay, bye.
This motherfucker.
I am BanjomanDudeGuy.
I am Overpowered Peaches.
I'm Guinea Pig Poop.
And I'm the crippling depression that can't leave.
Oh, no. Okay, so I guess we'll introduce the game now. Number 3.
Number 3. You're not even like, you get a stamp on your arm.
Number 3.
Hold on, I need a basic description.
Well,
of
we
the
also
game.
need like we need a segue, don't we?
What, are we gonna just look at the fucking reviews?
No, I just don't know what to call the game. What is it? It's a
GTFO?
It's GTFO.
A 4-player co-op first-person shooter. That's what I needed. I couldn't come up with that on my own.
Do you want me to read you a review?
Yeah, read a review.
Yeah, sex is nice and all, but you should try heart attacks and screaming with your friends. This entire game is a Destiny raid that is also a Nightfall.
Yeah, so what game did we play this week?
We played GTFO, a hardcore 4-player cooperative first-person shooter. It focuses on team play. It's developed and published by 10 Chambers. It's on Steam. It was released December the 19th, 2019. The genre is horror, co-op, survival, and FPS. It's single player or multiplayer. The rating is 9 out of 10 on Steam and 89% on Humble Bundle. Reception. No clapping. Sorry.
This is, we're all on AT&T. We don't get good reception here.
GTFO received a warm reception at the Game Awards 2017, let alone a year later gained an acknowledgement of merit as the best co-op game from DualShockers. Was also awarded for the Games You Will Suck at the 2020 Game Awards.
Yeah, and you will suck at this game.
Oh yeah, you will.
Yeah, this is a pretty rough one.
It is.
You will run out of ammo.
Yeah,
you absolutely will.
You will be like, I'm a professional at this, guys. I'm not going to alert any enemies, and then alert every single enemy in the entire room. What else did 10 Chambers do?
I don't think that they did anything else. The people that joined together to make 10 Chambers, they worked on Payday and Payday 2. But I think that the collective 10 Chambers, I think this is their first.
Yeah, they only did GTFO.
Yeah, because they've been working on GTFO since 2015 when they were founded.
Speaking of GTFO and 10 Chambers, if you guys are looking for a job in game development, now is the perfect time to search for one. They are looking for quite a few positions on their team, including senior character artist, master visual effects artist, senior hard surface artist, technical artist, senior concept artist, lead concept artist, lead environment artist, senior environment artist, performance marketing manager, community manager, programming team lead, and master animator. All being offered on their websites right now if you're looking for a job in game development. So get those resumes in there, people.
And that's the only thing that's on their website.
Yeah, that's it, dude. There's job openings. It's
Yeah, but isn't that a good thing that like they're wanting to expand their company with more people in it?
Yep.
Oh, for sure. That's
Instead
awesome.
of being like trapped in an office somewhere, they're basically reached all over.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I guess I can go a little bit into the development regarding 10 Chambers developments. GTFO, of course, we had mentioned, was released on December 9th of 2019. However, it is still an early access game. 10 Chambers was founded in 2015 by former Payday and Payday 2 developers. They must have left the development team to branch out and become their own thing and worked on GTFO. After working on GTFO for 6 years, they gained funding by the Chinese company Tencent in order to be able to afford their ambitious goals. And then on April 26th of 2021, they will release their 5th rundown update that will again introduce new environments, enemies, and warden objectives. They will continue to release new rundown updates at least as long as the game is in development. This game, just pure aesthetics alone, it's obvious that the game is heavily inspired by Ridley Scott's Alien. They hired a professional writer, Adam
Gascoigne.
Gascoigne. Gascoigne?
Gaston.
Gaston? Sorry, I'm not good at reading names. I'm pretty bad at it. Adam Gascoigne will say, to write the dialogue for the game in order to bring more depth to the characters. He also wrote dialogue for games such as Doom Eternal and Call of Duty Black Ops. They specifically chose to add splashes of color in the game to keep it separated from the drab colors of many other horror games.
You
The
can't see the
environment-
fucking colors.
You
Well,
can
yeah, but,
if you
like-
look with your eyes.
Yeah, but like say the mist in the first level cytology is blue, and then
Mhm.
whatever level we played yesterday, it's green. You know, so you have kind of a color theme for each level that's different for each level, rather than just everything being brown and
Yeah,
gray.
everything is just being like black and brown and
Yeah.
disgusting.
But you're right; it's dark and you can't see the color.
Yeah, it is pretty dark. The environments of the game were designed to look a lot more normal and understandable at the beginning of the level and then become weirder as the level progresses. Typically, the game just seems pretty chill at the very beginning, but to kind of go into that, the weirder as the level progresses, you can't really see too much often as the game progresses because they do throw a lot of rooms filled with fog at you. So if you ever get into a situation where you can clear the fog using certain items, you can see that the levels become a little bit more run down as the game progresses. They designed the characters to have the most disgusting aspects in small detail. They look, I mean, they're like Silent Hill creatures to a
Silent Hill
certain
and Dead
degree.
Space had a baby.
Yeah, exactly. They have like these disgusting rows of teeth and everything when you get closer, and sometimes you have to get really close when you sneak up on them to try to attack them, and you get to see all of their horrible detail, like just right up in your eyes, like their brain butts and stuff like that.
And E.T. face.
Yeah, so like once you're right upon them and ready to strike, you finally see just how frightening they really are up close and just absolutely disgusting. The sound in the game was carefully thought out. It's actually a pretty nice aspect of the game. All the variables that cause stress, whether you're being targeted by an enemy or if you're out of ammo or you're reviving down teammates, that will all affect the sounds and subtle music of the game to kind of add a little bit more tension and to stress you out a little bit more. They wanted it to be more unpredictable so it would be more eerie. And it really is to that degree. I mean, you're just kind of playing along and like the musical shift. Sometimes you won't even realize you're next to an enemy, the musical shift, and you realize, oh shit, you've alerted enemies and you have no idea where they're coming from. And some of them are like really creepy crawly guys and they like to hide in the shadows and you'll be attacked by something and you have no idea what the fuck's attacking you. It's very stressful at times. And I think they did a really good job with the development of this game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so let's see. The Chicxulub.
Do you want me to Google how
Chick-
you can
Chicxulub.
pronounce it?
So this was a crater that was formed 66 million years ago by an asteroid strike that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. So good fucking riddance. You and your friends are prisoners and you have to go through and explore each level and fulfill certain objectives for an unknown mysterious man named the Warden. As you get into the game, you get into what's called the rundown, and of course the rundown changes and updates every couple months. You go through a labyrinth of what Logan put on here, unfuckables.
Yeah.
Which I am in complete disagreement with him on that. They are all straight fuckable. I don't know if you guys knew this, but each one of these characters has a name. If you are the first player in and you are setting up the rundown or the campaign for the rest of your friends, you are a guy named Woods. He's an American and he believes in deeper meaning, apparently. I don't know what that's supposed to fucking mean. He sounds very serious all the time. I don't know how to pronounce this name. If you're player 2, you're a guy named Dada. And he's from Nigeria. And I mean, that sounds pretty obvious. Then player 3, you're a guy named Hackett. And he is an Irish native. Cynical and comical. I mean, yeah, I think at one point I think he had said, I'd rather be doing anything else but this while we're fighting hordes of enemies. So it's really funny. And then the final player, if you are player 4 in the lobby, you are a guy named Bishop, and he is an Englishman, a very proper and pragmatic Englishman. So God save the Queen.
Of course, there's a fucking character called Bishop. And every single, co-op survival game, there's
like
always
a
a character
game.
called Bishop.
Bishop and soap. And so you got to travel deeper into this complex and do all these missions. And you start to unravel more and more of this story as you go. It is told by the characters and by little clues and hints that you find around the world. So you don't really know anything going into this game. They don't really give you much of a story. They honestly just flash some scary imagery, and as you're loading in, you hear a scream, and then it throws you straight in. So
that blows your brain out your fucking face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so loud.
Yeah.
Steam has a problem of maximizing your volume settings for new games. I don't know why they do this. Maybe because they don't want their users to hear anymore, but
hey, at least they don't have the Sega noise.
Smegma.
What the fuck is that noise in the background? It's like someone's using a typewriter.
It's your guinea pigs.
Yeah,
do the guinea pigs have a typewriter? They're like,
yeah, they have a typewriter.
So I guess we can go into the gameplay.
yeah. If our guinea pigs stop typing fucking Shakespeare.
Have you heard that old saying? You put a bunch of guinea pigs in a cage together, eventually they'll write Shakespeare, however that goes.
Yeah. We should hire them to write the notes for the podcast. I bet they would have an interesting perspective.
But yeah, first person shooter, horror survival, stealth, imagine Left 4 Dead on a lot of drugs and scary with a fog machine at a school disco. Because that's what this fucking thing is. You literally go in a bad dream of you being a kid and going into your school at the picture night. You hear things, you think it's the teachers who you thought that lived in the school. They're still as ugly. Yeah, as you traverse through the levels, you can find more ammo, health packs, tool resources. I don't know why I put repairs, but the tool resources can give you more.
You repair your tools with flex tape.
But yeah, the tool refills can give you cottage cheese, give you more ammo, give you your best friend, which is mines in this entire fucking game.
Oh, is it now? Your fucking fail safe.
Hey, that was an explosive knife.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
the
an
only
no, no,
mine
no,
that
no. It was
didn't
an explosive
explode.
mine, and you had explosive mines. You know how to put the mines down. You put it in the center of the floor. We did this alarm scan sequence, and nothing hit it. You were like, "It's my failsafe, guys. This is going to take care of us. It's what it's going to do." And then nothing.
It was the only one that
only
didn't detonate.
fucking mine that you placed down that didn't get hit. It didn't
Correction.
get touched.
Correction, if you're on the stairs, didn't go off.
That's because they didn't come from that way.
They literally ran over that mine multiple times and it did not go
Yeah,
off.
it was a dud, is what it was.
So was your little fucking spray of cottage cheese.
Oh, that's what you were
blob.
talking
One
about.
glob.
Okay. So the sea foam, which you can use to seal up doors, slow down enemies, that sort of thing, where you shoot it out and you shoot it at a door, it'll seal up the door, and the enemies have to try to break the sea foam and then break the door down. So it gives you a little more time to work with. My cottage cheese did a lot, okay? So I don't even want to hear it. And you
Apart
calling
from
it
the
cottage
last
cheese, you called it mozzarella before. So what is
Well, I'm
that
calling-
all about? You were
I'm
like,
calling it all different things
what
now.
kind of
It's all
fucking
cheese.
Italian sprayed mozzarella all over the place?
It's always cheese.
It's all cheese. That's all it is.
Cheese.
But yeah.
This game is a cheese simulator.
Dick cheese.
But yeah, it gives you more mines for your mine deployer, more ammo for your sentry gun. What was the other weapon?
There was a bio tracker, and there was the bio tracker we didn't really use, but it allows us to tag enemies. It allows one person to basically tell everybody where they need to go to kill an enemy, but typically we don't need that.
Yeah,
Like-
we just see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We just kind of sneak up on them. It's not very difficult for us. So our biggest problem is whenever they're all in a giant bunch,
Yeah.
and for some reason we have to take them out like that.
But yeah, they're different enemies, but these aren't the fucking names for them. Sleepers, crawlers, and spitters. And there's more from the screenshot that Peaches lovingly shared yesterday that looks like hell.
So there's a creature down in the deeper depths. It is called Mother, and it's like a mini boss to get to some of the
That's
lower
a mini
levels.
boss.
Yeah, that's a mini boss.
Jeez.
Jeez, oh
She acts
Pete.
as a mini boss, and she doesn't attack you, not really. She spawns enemies about 15 at a time to come and attack you.
What?
Yeah, so when she does that, basically she gives you an opportunity or a window to shoot her. Otherwise, her rib cage basically protects her from bullets. So she's invulnerable until certain moments.
Jeez.
So good luck.
But yeah, they look very fucking ugly up close, especially when you're trying to do sneak attacks on them. But sometimes they just start pulsing, and you're just like, oh no, I'm gonna wake them up. Even like if they start pulsing when you're just about to hit them, it could alert everything in the room.
So they have a certain proximity of when they're going to alert some of these enemies. So you do kind of have to trial and error that and see how far away an enemy has to be before you can take out like multiple in a room at a time. Even if you fire your gun, if you're in the same room, if the enemies are far enough away in the same room, they won't technically get alerted. And the same goes for an alarm door as well.
But yeah, sometimes you have to work together to get synchronized kills, so you don't have alert the entire fucking zone, because the levels in this game are split up into zones that you have to find keys for to enter, called bulkhead keys. That you have to go to a panel to open. But you can choose between zones which are either hard, extreme, suicidal, or penetration.
Penetrative?
Yes.
Does that mean they fuck you? Is that what it means?
Yes.
Yep.
So they're not unfuckables then.
They are unfuckable.
No,
they just
you don't
They
fuck
fuck
them.
you.
They fuck you.
Yeah.
In Soviet
Oh,
Russia, they
okay.
fuck you.
But yeah, this game also has proximity chat that we tried before, but to be honest, it was just me and Peaches silently screaming at each other.
My dog barked and alerted all of the enemies, so it didn't really work out.
Yeah, I can just remember us like, Peaches! But seriously, if you're playing this alone and you alert everything, just count yourself as dead, because they will get through the like warehouse ass doors that you think will keep you safe. They will get through that, and they will go through the fog, whether it be on two legs, crawling like a weird crab like Lindsay Lohan, or crawling like the child from The Exorcist.
Why Lindsay Lohan? Why talk?
Because she's a crab.
But yeah, throughout the later levels, there are tentacle creatures, or as Peaches would call them, the Tentacle Man, who looks like a spitter but can traverse tentacles up to what I'd say would be a 4-meter range.
I don't know meters. I know feet.
Yeah, they have a pretty crazy long reach.
Yeah, well, a lot of them are varied, so they're unpredictable on how long that they'll actually get.
And also what I would call giants for this game. Even if you destroy their head, there's like a second head that comes out like a fucking leech.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the official names for these are the strikers, which they run up and do a close range melee attack. There's the spitters, which they shoot white bullets at you. And then
That's
there's
heat-seeking?
Yeah, they are. There's large versions of these as well. So one of the lower levels me and Genny tried to go into, and that was a bad idea. They had 5 large strikers in one room, and these are ridiculous. Like, they're huge. They can hit you from a very long range. And it was rough.
And you can only kill them with your secondary weapon, can't you? Or only kill them easily with your secondary weapon.
Yeah, with your special weapon, you use your
Mhm.
special weapon, which is usually high damage but low ammunition, and you can kill them pretty quickly with that.
Shotguns do a lot of damage to them.
Yeah, but don't you usually have to get in pretty close with shotguns? And that's not a good idea with these.
That's not a good idea with this game at all.
True.
No, but
Says Peaches, who runs in with a mallet.
hey, at least I can serve my ammo by trying to use a mallet instead of using my bullets or my weapon.
Didn't both times we play, you were the first person to run out of ammo?
Oh, hey, I don't want to hear nothing, because I was also the person that saved all of our asses when you two got downed.
Hey,
That's fair.
The first time I went down wasn't my fault. I did not see that sleeper at my to my right when I
Yeah, but
placed
all
that
I
mine.
know is I had a horde of monsters coming at me, and I was able to dispatch them pretty easily. So,
And getting down in this game is not hard, because you
No.
are nothing compared to the enemies.
you are very squishy.
squishy.
You are very squishy.
You are very squishy.
Game does a really good job of reminding you of that.
Plus, the
Mhm.
game doesn't even give you full ammo. It's just like, here's some bullets.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really does. So the way that it works is it's a roguelite. Each enemy and item are randomly generated throughout each level. And the thing is, each enemy is randomly generated through the level, not so much through zones. So you'll have a door, like a security scan door, that's separating you from another room. The enemies from that other room could be in the room that you're currently in on a different run. So it doesn't matter. Like, there's like a certain amount of enemies for the level. Sometimes they're all at the beginning, and sometimes they're all at the end of the entire level. So it's just all randomized.
And that one time that me and you played, and they were in perfect distribution the whole way through. The first time ever. They were or maybe one little group, but most of them were far enough away that you could pick them off one at a time, and it was amazing.
Yeah, and that's the optimal sort of scenario there.
It'll never happen again.
That's what worked. Yeah, sometimes they're in a large group, and sometimes there's 6 or 7 of them in a large group at a time. And there, you just have no hope. You have to use your bullets, or you have to. A good idea would be to just avoid them if you can, And you can do that. You can just go around them. There are ways to do that, but typically we try to kill anything and everything that crosses our path. So we're not exactly the best at that.
Yeah.
This game is just the shooter's equivalent of red light, green light.
It really
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
That's actually how I taught Banjo how to play the game.
That is 100%.
All right. I'd say, Logan, do you want to go into your experience of this game?
Well, all I'm gonna say is I think it took us 5 to 6 hours just trying to do the first level.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I also know that you had a little bit of a lag issue. Now, I'm not sure what that was, but occasionally the lag would cause us a problem.
I think it's just when the level starts for me, because I've noticed that like it takes just a little minute for it to all render in.
I had a few moments like that.
Yeah, plus it sometimes lags for me when they're like about to start ticking. Because I've noticed that Peaches says that they're ticking when I don't hear them ticking.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we're in the same room. Like, I'm not sure if that's just like a little bug. But it's still really fucking fun. As I was saying, it's literally Left 4 Dead on drugs. But I want to find out more because, as you can clearly see, these things are human. Or were. Like, after seeing that picture of the mother, I was thinking that, do you think the mother could have been, like, an experiment gone wrong and it was, like, a pregnant woman and now, like, that's how they creatures spawn because of her?
Yeah, maybe.
Because as you can see, the spitters are females.
Yeah.
With their, like, feminine body and the weird things coming out their head. And
Yeah, there's no joke there.
Yeah, we all have weird things coming out of our head. That's how you know we're girls.
Plus, you all have shit marks coming up your asshole.
Oh no.
Yeah. Girls
And
cook
like
too.
the sleepers are like a middle-aged man because they have like such a bloated stomach. Yeah, I'd highly recommend pick this game up, but pick up when it's on sale.
Pick it up if you have
Yeah.
friends to play with.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's like random matchmaking for games like these, but I highly recommend that you don't use proximity chat unless you have like mute friends.
Guinea, what would you say your experience for this game is?
Okay, so I suck at directions. I get lost in my
She
house.
does.
That's it. That's my experience. I'm done. And whenever I first started playing it, it was just I was lost all the time, and I thought, man, I'm never gonna get good at this game. And at least one map I don't get lost in anymore. And I feel like now, since I'm used to being lost so much, I can find my way around a little bit better in the dark and in the fog. But it's even harder because it is like the layout of the map is the same every single time, but like the fog density and stuff like that isn't. So you can learn the map, but it is a lot more difficult to really see where you're going or figure out where a door is or where an opening is or whatever. And I feel like that just made it even worse. But finally I got better at that. And I really like it now. It was difficult to get used to, but I like it now. And I think that that's part of what is appealing about the game, because it's not so difficult that you can't get better at it every time you play, but it's hard enough that you don't get too used to it and then it's too easy. At the same time, you can keep coming back and playing it again and again because it's still going to be hard as shit every single time, but then you're going to be a little bit better enough that you get that accomplishment, like, oh yeah, we finally did this one thing. So
I would say
it's
this
pretty
game
scary.
can't get repetitive. It can't get repetitive.
Yeah. Well, you can
Yeah,
try
sorry
out
for
a whole lot
interrupting.
of different. It's okay. You can try out different strategies and do different things, or play by yourself and completely turn everything upside down. But I think it's a scary game. But for me, it's more stressful. The strategy, the going up to the crawlers and spitters and stuff, and trying to figure out the way that you have to go into a room and then analyze it and then figure out what you're going to do and then try to execute that, and then half of the time it doesn't work. That's suspenseful and stressful. It's less viscerally terrifying, I guess is the right word to me. Like playing Phasmophobia scares the shit out of me. I scream every time I play that game.
She did.
This game, yeah. This game, if I scream, it's different. It's not because I'm terrified, it's because I died.
Yeah.
So it is scary and it is creepy, but for me it's different. It's a different kind, and I find that refreshing, and I like that. So it's a good game. It's a keeper. I'm gonna keep playing this game for sure.
So, Banjo, you didn't play this before, but then you played with us, and we tried out. What was that? We tried out a level called Cytology, and then we went to a level called Onward. What would you say your experience with this with us? I guess. What would you say your experience was?
Oh man, it was an absolute blast, but incredibly stressful. Like, you took the time to show me how to play the game, and you did a really good job of explaining everything we had to do. But I have a really bad history of being the fuck up in every multiplayer game that we play. So rather than trying to take the time to explore the levels, I just kind of followed somebody around like a lost puppy and let them interact and do all that stuff. It was nice that you gave me the opportunity to do a lot of that stuff at the beginning to teach me the mechanics and everything of the game. But I was always afraid that I was going to make too much noise.
He was like afraid he was gonna fuck up. He's like, I don't want to touch the door.
I don't want to touch anything.
You actually did really well. Like for your first time playing, you actually did like really well. Like you were a great companion to have like follow along. It was awesome.
It was good. Like the fact that I didn't have a lot of ammo made me like not spray and pray. I was trying to be as precise with my shots, constantly aiming to do headshots and everything.
Name of my fucking sex tape.
Yeah. But the game is super fun. And like Logan, like, God damn it, I can't finish my thought.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Like Logan has mentioned, you definitely want to get this game if you have people to play with, but you want to make sure that you have people that can play with that have some other means of communication rather than like the proximity chat. I understand the proximity chat is a huge point of the game and it makes it more terrifying, more stressful. But if you don't know how to interact with random people on the internet and you're just doing random matchmaking, and that's the only way that you have to communicate is through proximity chat, I can imagine this game being incredibly difficult, especially if you don't know how those people talk, how they signal with other things. You want to have somebody that you actually know and you can rely on when you're playing the game. And trust us on this. We are not the group of people to play with proximity chat in this game, considering there was a time where we got lost in a map and we were looking everywhere for almost 10 minutes trying to find the door to proceed to the level. And we were all singing All-Star from Smash Mouth constantly the whole time. So
they did not stop coming.
So proximity chat is definitely not a feature that we will be utilizing when we play this game more, which I guarantee we will be playing this game more because it is a lot of fun. I've become jaded throughout my life with scary imagery because I like to look up like nightmare fuel stuff. So the enemies didn't offer any type of visual scare to me, but the fact that they were pulsing, you could alert them at any moment, and they can destroy you in like a single hit was the scare factor in this game. Just like Guinea had said, it's not so much scary imagery as much as is getting knocked down. Because when you're knocked down, that's it. You can move your camera slightly. You can't look around fully. You can only move it like up and down to see your surroundings. You can't shoot your gun. You can't use your tool. You are completely helpless in that moment, and you can't do anything to assist your teammates who are running around terrified, trying to find a way to bring you back up so that you can offer some assistance. And when you do come back up, your health slowly regenerates up to a 20% peak, and you have to find like health packs and stuff in the game that will only increase it about 20% every time you get to use it on you, and they'll have limited usage. And 20% of health is not a lot of health, and there's not a huge difference between having 20% health and having 40% health, considering the enemies do so much damage to you. So trying to be stealthy and whatnot in the game, I was terrified just trying to be not the person to just run in through a door and activate 20 enemies that just murdered my whole party. So you can spend a lot of time trying to be stealthy, looking through stuff. Once you get a zone clear, you can run around and try to find all of the objects and items like repair or tool uh, ammo packs and things like that that offer you more assistance before you go into another zone, but it's so scarce. So you're afraid to use your gun. You just want to use your melee weapon, but you have to get the drop on an enemy in order to fully utilize your melee weapon. Otherwise, you're just swinging like crazy in just pure panic, which I did a couple of times, and I'm not very uh the happy about that. I feel kind of embarrassed about that because there are times where I was just panicking. Also, there were times where I shot you guys a few times, but
Yeah,
I was the one running around going, I'm gonna whack him, guys, and take my hammer out. I'm like swinging at this enemy and I can't fucking hit him.
And we were
So-
just watching
And I'm
you
being
do it.
no, you guys aren't watching. You're shooting me as you're trying to shoot this enemy.
there's been several occasions because there's friendly fire in the game. You can shoot each other with your weapons, but you can't hit each other with your melee weapons. So you want to use your melee weapons in like syncrasy so that you can try to take out as many enemies secretly as you can. But once you get to the guns, you have to be very careful not to shoot your teammates, which I had done several times. I'm just glad I'm not responsible for downing anybody. So it all in all, great game. Had a lot of fun. Definitely plan on playing more of it. Sorry I'm very long-winded, talked a lot, but it is a good game and it's worth talking about. Definitely pick it up. I can't wait to see what the final product of this game is going to be when it comes out of early access. And I am very looking forward to playing this game with you guys again. All right, Peaches, what did you think of GTFO?
All right, hold on. I got to do something real quick.
He's gonna go beat his meat. Oh god, he's getting naked.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so GTFO was an absolutely amazing game. And I loved
know it's business
playing
time.
with everybody here. It was so much fun. You guys were insane, ridiculous. We do not make a very good cohesive team in any way, and it was amazing. When we first started playing this, me and Logan started playing, and then just after a while I played almost every day just by myself, trying to do that very first level just over and over and over and over again, really just learning kind of how the entire operation worked. And it's rough. There's some things I've got to say about this game. The biggest deal is that for a single player, it does not scale down the difficulty in any way at all. Oh my god.
No.
The amount of enemies that you encounter with 4 people are the same amount of enemies that you encounter with just 1. And the thing is that when you're playing single player, the one thing that's going to screw you is the randomization of items. If you do not get a seafoam grenade or a seafoam trip mine or stuff like that to slow down these enemies during the alarm sequences, a lot of the time you're not going to be able to make it. That's just it. You don't have the equipment and you don't have the resources in order to do it. 4 people, you can, because you have some that have sentries, some that have mines, some that have seafoam launchers. They can seal the door, they can set up all these defenses, and you'd be fine. 1 person, you can only have 1 special item. You can only have a sentry, or you can only have a mine deployer. You get all the tool refill packs that you want, but I mean, after that, like, you're done. So it doesn't scale down the difficulty for a single player, and that makes it very difficult. It allows you to learn the mechanics, but it almost makes it impossible for you to complete this game unless you have 4 friends to play with you consistently. And I'm talking about 4 people, getting them all together. I mean, it prides itself on that. You have to work together to survive. If 4 people, just aren't willing to play, I mean, that's it. You're never going to be able to beat this game. And its its biggest strength, but its biggest downfall. Because, if you're a lonely guy, you're the only one playing this game, then I mean, you better bust your ass and know exactly what you're doing. You have to do everything perfectly. I'm talking about not alerting a single enemy, not wasting a single bullet, and you have to shoot the enemy immediately and kill them immediately, or else you're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to survive. So, I mean, maybe there are some people out there that are really good at FPS that could do it no problem, but I didn't find it that easily. So. And I was the one that I could survive, like, down the rest of you guys. I'm so amazing over here. Down the rest of you guys, I would run out and like tunnel them through like a single door and be able to survive and take them out pretty easily. So just playing by myself mostly, not with 4 people. It's just the difficulty of this game is insane.
I hope you played with clothes on.
No, I did not. Not usually.
Why would he do that?
Why would I do that? So that's the thing. So me and Guinea actually went down to some of the lower levels because we've done cytology, the first level, 100 billion times. We've tried to do Foster and Onward, just the A levels. Me and Guinea tried to go down to the B levels, and good God, they have an infection mechanic to where if you go down into the fog or the mist or whatever, it starts to give you a second bar on over your health bar, and you start to get more and more infected the more that you stick to that fog. And so the way that it works is when you have over 15% infection, it'll slowly start to drain your health. Mm-hmm. And it'll get you down to like 1% health, or is it 10 to 15 health?
I think it got me at like 2 or 3%. I went to go see if it would. I think it might depend on how much you have when it gets to 100%. But I went down into the toxic fog to see if it would kill me when it got to 100%, but it didn't. It just brings your health really low, and then when you go out, your health regenerates back up to 20. So pretty much, if you're infected, you're only at 20.
If you get a health pack, it'll take your health up like 20%, you'll be at 40, but then your health will just drop again because you haven't done anything about the infection. Mm-hmm. I believe there are stations, but I don't know where they are in the game, where you can eliminate the infection.
Yeah.
And you can basically do it for free. I think it's unlimited. So no matter what your infection level, no matter what, you can, So yeah, just the B levels are ridiculously hard.
Yeah, and we just went straight down to E.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that next time. Let's just go straight down to E.
it.
The problem is you actually can't go to E unless you beat the B levels. You can't go straight down to the last levels.
Then how the hell did we do Onward?
Onward was A.
Ah.
Onward was an A level. There's A, B, C, D, the whole alphabet. But you have to beat at least one of the A levels in order to get the B levels. And the same goes down there. Every single time you beat a level, you get like a medal. Depending on what path you chose, you can choose high, which, the difficulty is kind of balanced.
That's the easiest difficulty.
Yeah, basically.
But it's still hard.
And then you can choose extreme, which is ridiculous. It basically uses up your resources. So you get medals, and the more medals you get, the more levels you can unlock. So, but the B level's ridiculous. This is just an insanely difficult game. You have to work together to survive. You have to be at the top of your game. You have to do everything perfectly in order to make it. So, all in all, a really good experience, though. I love this kind of challenge, and I'm gonna keep playing like on my own. Just I don't know. I just like the focus that I get from playing the game, sort of the planning out and the strategy of it.
Play the game.
No. You can't fucking make me. Tries to tell me what direction I need to put the headphones on, but I say fuck that.
Your left ear is your right ear, and your right ear is your left ear.
I live by my own fucking rules, and apparently my own fucking speech patterns too, because I can't talk with shit.
You're your own
Hey,
man.
that's all, folks.
Okay, I have the Scottish insult.
Perfect.
Shoot.
What, do you want me to say it just now, or?
No.
No, it's just because Genny and Peaches said shoot.
I didn't say shit.
It sounded like it.
I was fine with you saying it now. There's no rule that says it has to be at a certain time.
My cat is fed, and he's still being a shit.
Yep. Intermission over.
So what game we playing next week? Or reviewing next week? Playing this week? I don't know.
He'll get it at some point. Keep going.
No,
Yeah, you'll get it.
It's just like a mind fucked, because when we say this, we're already playing the next game, but when the people who hear this, we're already playing the next game after that.
I just don't think about it.
Yeah, me either.
It's like a weird time lapse. So
We're
yeah,
living in the future of the past.
This isn't the plot of Doctor Who. It's fun.
no, it's a plot to Ben 10. The omniverse makes no sense. Yeah, what game we playing next week?
That is a good question. Was it that? What game was that?
Darkest Dungeons?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were playing Darkest
yeah.
Dungeons.
Yeah.
But the multiplayer function for that is just for us to go up against each other. We can't, work together.
No
Oh, that's a
co-op.
bummer.
That'll be fun. We
No.
can kill each other.
So what's everyone's expectations for it? I've played a little bit of it, since it kind of just throws you straight into the fucking game.
Oh
See?
man, I haven't touched it at all. I actually just checked. I haven't even installed it yet. So, so I'll install it eventually. I've seen a little bit about this game. Not like a whole lot about it. I know that it's supposed to be kind of. I mean, I get it. The name is Darkest Dungeon, but it's also supposed to be like a very like a dark and dreary kind of game where you're forcing your people to do all these missions for you for your own greed and your own success kind of thing. So every time they return from a mission, it just plays like sad music and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they get depression.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this game because I do like these kinds of games, like RPG style games where it's like a turn-based kind of combat side-by-side type deal. I do like that aspect of it, and I like how that it's not like this happy-go-lucky RPG like so many of them are. It has a lot more depth to it, and I am really excited to see just how much depth there really is to this game. I'm really looking forward to playing this and seeing how I feel about it. It just looks really interesting. I've seen a lot of artwork and stuff on it. I think the game looks really nice for it. The artwork is very appealing. The idea is very appealing. The gameplay is very appealing. It just looks like it would be a game that I'd really enjoy. So that's my prediction. I think I'm gonna have some fun with it.
Guys, I can buy an entire Plague Doctor costume for £30.
Do it. Why haven't you done it yet?
Thank God.
The mask is 13, the hat is 7, and the
Do you have to
Roll.
buy the lingerie separately?
That's a good question.
probably, but I'm actually thinking about buying all this.
Cool, let's do it.
So who else wants to go into their predictions of the game?
I think it's going to be pretty fun. It's a little bit different of a dungeon crawler than I'm used to, and I've played a little bit of it, and I like that it's different. It seems fresh and new to me, and the artwork is really pretty. I think I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm sorry, I just came across a question. It's how easy is it to drink wearing the mask? With difficulty, unless you use a straw through the breathing holes, it's comfortable. So it's just Just imagine like a plague doctor sitting at a table using a straw.
Probably like of the nose too.
So, Logan, what do you think about this game?
It's going to be dark, it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be depressing.
Cool.
Because I know this game has permadeath.
So, you can't play it again if you die?
No, what I'm saying
I
is...
lose at the first enemy. I was like, yay, I don't have to play it.
No, what I'm saying is your characters will die, but you can still, like, you know, recruit new ones. So yeah, I've only played like half an hour of this, and I have 2 plague doctors on my team, a gunslinger, and a knight. And I will buy this. I will fucking buy this, just so I can do the entire the review next week in the plague doctor outfit.
Yes.
Lord, give me strength.
You know you want to see it.
There's a lot of things that I want to see. That might not be one of them. Anyways, I have never heard of this game before in my life. Where did we get this game from? I don't even remember how I got
bought
this game.
you guys it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I downloaded this game, and I just went back to playing GTFO. That is straight up what I did.
That makes sense. Bastard.
So this looks a lot. The art style looks a lot like Curse of the Dead Gods.
Yeah.
But
I think they had the same animators.
there's just a lot of differences to it, and it looks like a roguelike RPG is what this is. I don't know. RPGs have never really been much of my style, but we'll kind of see how it goes. What?
The review that she put in on there, I literally just read it, and I was going to read it.
Okay.
Please,
Didn't read it.
please
I
read
thought
it.
it was funny.
If you enjoy a long, abusive relationship with a video game, this is it. I am a glutton for punishment who enjoys going to the dentist, waiting at the DMV, and playing Dark Souls. This game is my go-to anytime my life is lacking the torment needed to make it through the day. Highly recommended for those in need of physical and emotional pain in their life. A review of Darkest Dungeons on Steam.
There's a couple others that I wanted to read. They're fairly short. One just says recommended, more like Dankest Dungeon.
Are you sure I
And,
didn't leave that review?
Yeah. I
You
wish it
forgot
was
you fucking had it.
And then
Hold on, I'm gonna leave a review right now.
and then there's another one recommended. I renamed all the heroes with my friends' names, and it didn't take long before everyone I loved had died. 10 out of 10.
This one right here says it was from when it was in early access in 2015. Someone says, after reading a book, my crusader got syphilis. Amazing game, would recommend to anyone. I had a favorite character once. I go visit him at the in-game graveyard from time to time.
Oh my god. All right, so that was basically my predictions on this game. Honestly, I've never seen or heard of it before, but with the way that it sounds like this is going to be a kind of a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
I may have to quit after like 30 minutes because it probably put me in a dark place.
Oh yeah.
But that's not the joke. Fuck off.
All right, Logan, why don't you hit us with that Scottish insult of the week?
Oh yeah. Fuck, what was it again?
Worked so hard to find the thing and then
Yeah.
lost it.
Basically, this week's Scottish insults, since we haven't had like one in quite a long time, is gonna be like a sentence that you could probably say to someone.
I'm already serving a sentence.
Go fuck yourself.
That's the Scottish insult of the week.
No.
Yeah, to be fair,
Fuck yourself.
that works too.
Basically, the Scottish insult is your sister's a welder, your jobby jabbing scrot.
Did you say your sister's a welder?
Yeah, because she has hard things in her hand. So yeah, your sister is a welder because she has dick in her hand all the time, and basically, I'm calling you a jobby jabbing scrot, which is a shit pumping scrotum.
Is that how you ask for anal sex? Can I jab your jobby?
It's kind of weird because, like, I think that was kind of like when you say as a kid calling someone an asshole, you just called them a jobby jabber because they fucked their own ass.
I have a little willy. I put it in my
That
bum.
sounds like a damn Alice in Wonderland character, the Jobby Jabber.
The Jobby Jabber.
Like the
I'd be a
Jabby
bit worried
Whopper.
if it was.
He just has his wiener in his butt.
Jobby Jabber.
Yeah, Banjo, you should know all about that.
I do. And I'm damn well proud of it.
Can we get a GoFundMe or a petition so Banjo can stop eating chicken wings for the rest of the year?
Yes.
I won't do it.
You're banned from eating chicken wings because
I
every
won't do
time
it.
you're like, I destroyed the toilet.
I painted the porcelain.
That just you didn't even paint it. You just shotgun that
Toilet
motherfucker.
brown. He's painting the toilet brown.
They can use your fucking asshole as a spray can on Pimp My Ride.
Oh my god. We call this Banjo Brown.
What a shitty paint job.
That sounds like a
Damn
really
right it
terrible
is.
jazz band from, like, I don't know, the East Coast. Banjo Brown.
All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for this week's podcast. If you made it if you made it into this car, we're going for a drive. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for listening. I think I said that already, but I mean it. Thank you. Thank you all again so much for listening. You can find links to all of our social media accounts at our website, www.joysticksandlunatics.com. I don't think you put the www anymore. Maybe
Nah,
some people do. I
You
don't know.
have to.
Maybe if you have OCD, you have to. I'm sorry if that's the case.
Or you fully write out HTTPS // www.joysticksandlunatics.com.
I actually have to do that for my Twitch.
You can follow our Twitter directly if you'd like at JoystickLoons, LOONS, and you can follow our personal Twitter accounts if you'd like as well. Mine is at BanjomanDudeGuy.
If you tweet at the Joysticks and Lunatics, it's really just Logan forgetting to switch over to his other account. Mine is at OverpoweredPeach.
Mine is at Guinea Pig Poop. That's PEEG.
I am at the Chubby Nerd one. I just share it and like a bunch of porn. Let's say.
Doesn't even know. Is it?
What even is
I don't know. I
porn?
just share a bunch of art, like funny things, and occasionally retweet the Little Ness Twitter.
It's basically OnlyFans content that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. I got a little toddler banging on my door.
So do I, but he's a midget.
Oh, no.
You have a midget too?
Yes, I call him Geralt of the
Geralt?
Pond.
Of Riviere?
No.
Toss a coin to your midget. Oh,
No.
Valley of Plenty.
I call him Geralt of the Pond. I found him by a pond.
Okay, we need to just go. Thank you
All
all so
right.
much for listening.
Yep, thank you all.
I'm stuck at my chair.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
no. Bye.
Don't leave, I need help.